+3
Yeah,
handicap.
+3. New South Wales is a really hard course.
And New South Wales Golf Club's probably our hardest, one of our hardest
courses, but he wants to get a little bit better, and he's had lessons from guys who have told him the right stuff, but they didn't know how to fix it. They told him he should be more here, and but he didn't know. But they didn't fix his setup. His setup was backwards, so that's what happens. And that's the sort of people that love to. They just want to fix it. They want to get it right. He did the instructor's course. He's an architect.
just for himself. Yeah.
But he just did the course just so he could understand it.
He did a very good job.
And a lot of people do that.
건축가래요.
Do they? They just want to do the thing. So
또 건축가래요.
he's an architect.
I'm an architect.
Well, you see, we have a little scale of people that we teach. That we call it the A to Z scale. Like Type A people are self-made, successful businessmen and people who've done everything really well. And then doctors, lawyers, architects, musicians, right?
Better students.
They're best students because they're structured, and they know that if this is not level, this won't be level, and if this is not right, then that'll be like that. And they want to start with the structure. A lot of golfers don't want structure. They just want tell me something and I'll do it. They don't want structure. They just want to hit the ball.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, for the last 50 or 60 years, all of my students have all been more Type A's than Type B's, right? So if I get a Type C or a Type E that says, I just want to get my driver to go straight, I'll say you have to do it with a 7-iron first. No, I want to just use the driver. 7-iron is really good. No, they're not. But they don't want to start to play the music like this. They want to just get up and be a rock star
Right.
straight away, right? So you find that in the stuff that you're doing over there is that you'll get the people who see the structure and they like. Sometimes people just say they went on the site and they saw that and they went, how simple is that? Other people will look at it and go, that's too complicated. They'll say they're talking about what we do. They'll say, oh, don't go to them because they change you.
Generally in Korea, smart people like him and RSS.
Yeah, that's right. People who are educated, readers, people who know that if you're going to be good, you have to do some work. But we have all the big culture in Australia, even the people who they don't want to do any work. They just want to get the information, and of course then they can't teach themselves. So I've always tried to get people to be able to teach themselves and to understand. We've got guys like Rick, he runs the University of Queensland. He's a lawyer. He runs the lawyer department, right? He's the Dean of Law, and he's written 20 books, 30 books on corporate law. He did our course.
Say some structure. Why don't you advertise mainstream social media? This is because in a way, like we had Baden who runs that Skillist, right? He's got millions of whatever.
But he said,
"Oh, don't you get the emails all day saying, oh, is it going to be right for me? Oh, why can't I do this? Why can't I drive?" We don't get those emails. The complaint emails, we don't get them.
We don't get them.
We don't get the people complaining about this or that because it just makes it just a nice.
That arrogance of I'm a great player. This bloke yesterday, so everyone's got a success level. Like someone off 10 thinks they're pretty bloody good. Club champion, they're the best in the club. A lady off 35 is playing with a lady off 36. She feels pretty good because she's a lower marker, right? Everyone has a success rate that they don't want to lose. So, a guy comes up with +3. He doesn't want to become a -3 or a 5 or a 7, mate. He's at that level, right? So for him to come and try to fix some of the stuff that he wants to fix, it's a big deal because. So I had to say to him, Luke was there, Luke helped me yesterday. I more or less said to him, mate, your swing works. It's smooth, it's sweet, you've got good balance, you've got nice rhythm. Well, I can only give you more of what you've already got. I can make it go back wider. I can make it come down behind it more. I can make you flip a bit more, and we'll all be happy. Or I can fix it. And he was the sort of guy that went, I don't like the look of that. He said, I don't like the look of that. He said, that's terrible. Because
Yeah, he said, I can't hit a fade. We said, well, can you hit a fade to a right pin?
you can't hit a fade.
Yeah, I can't hit a fade to a right pin. I can only.
I said, how do you go in the wind? How do you go in the... And then he said to me, when I'm swinging really, when I have days where I can't hit it, right, which we all do, he's going around the course in the bat, he says, I always hit it better if I take a smaller swing and I that. So basically he was saying that when I make it smaller, I control my ball better. But he couldn't make it smaller because he had too many bits, right? So when we worked on him, it's the same with every lesson we all give, is that people used to say to me, what would you do? Jim Furyk's a kid. Jim Furyk comes up, he's a kid. He's shooting par. He's going like this, in tangles. He's doing all that. What would you do? Because they're trying to say, well, if you'd have tried to fix Jim Furyk, he wouldn't be able to play. And I go, well, that's the biggest question as a coach that we've all got. What do I do with this person? How do I make them better? How do I wreck them totally? And you've got to believe in what you teach. So you've got to believe in what you teach. So you've got to believe in what you teach. So you've got to believe in what you teach. So I always believe that if I can get someone to do what I want them to do, they're going to be better. Now it's up to me to get them better. But just the information is not going to make it. You got to have the personality. You got to get on the same level with that person. This guy yesterday, when he went away, he said I've known nothing about golf up until this point. He's a +3 marker. Because he said it's just so simple, and that's why he came, because he looked at it on the video.
No one's ever tried to fix his setup.
Nobody's ever fixed my setup. If you're a doctor and you say, I've got a pain here, I think it's X, Y, Z, you better take this. It's actually something over here that's causing the pain over there. It's the wrong diagnosis. So the important thing is the diagnosis. To me, it's the main thing is the diagnosis up front.
Got to find the cause.
And find the cause. And if the guy said to Peter one day in here, Peter Kravitz, Peter said, look mate, you stand like this, I want you to stand like that. And he said, I don't want to stand like that. And Pete just said, there's the door. I'll open the door for you. See ya.
Let's go and look at your swing.